from the morning topic. Okay, we were doing the naming of the coordination compound. So I have finished with one part of it, that is naming the cationic complex. You have learned, no? So this is the order which you need to follow. First you will name the ligand in the cationic complex. Okay, remember that complex will be the positive charge one, so you have to go with the positive part first, where inside that complex you will name the ligand followed by the metal, then the oxidation state of the metal, then followed by the negative ion which is present outside, that is a counter ion. Okay, so this is the order which I have told you. Now we'll go for few more examples so that there is no confusion for you all at all. Okay, there is no space for confusion. You should be very thorough. So I'll take few more examples. 4 I've already finished. We'll take the fifth one. Yes, this is the compound. Okay, you can start naming. I'll give you some time. Then I will give you the answer. You all try by yourself first. Meanwhile, I'll write another compound also. Okay. You try this fifth one. Yes, I've written two compound. Yes, good, correct. Answer is correct. Yeah, few answers I'm getting. Now, do you have any confusion here, any doubt you are having? Because both the name which is there of the ligand starts from A itself. See here, this NH3 is amine, A-double-M-I-N-E, and this is aqua. So you can see here, starting letter is A. So suppose if you are having starting letter which is similar, then you will go for the second letter, students. Okay, you should see that should be according to alphabetical order. So if A and A both are similar, then left is M and Q. Which comes first according to alphabetical order? M comes first and then Q. Correct, no? So you will name this first, followed by the aqua part. Okay. So what will be the name finally? Correct. Very good. So it will be tri 3, no? NH3 is 3 times, so triamine, then triaqua, because again 3 molecules of water is there. You can see here 3 molecules of water. Okay, and 3 molecules of NH3. So triamine, triaqua, and then going to the metal, that is Cr, chromium. Okay, Cr is chromium. So it is chromium. Now calculate the oxidation state. What will be the oxidation state which should be written in the bracket here? See, amine is a neutral ligand, so this will be 0. Again, water also will be 0. So you are left with this chloride ion which is present outside, and 3 chloride ion is there. So it will be -3 and the whole charge will be 0. So this -3 will go that side, plus 3. So that means here oxidation state will be 3. Okay. And then come to the counter ion here, which is Cl, that is chloride. So this is the name. So did everyone get this itself? Yes? Okay, very good. Go for the next one now. Try this one and tell me the name. Sixth compound's name, if you are finished. First, identify the ligand here. NH2, CH2, CH2, NH2. Which ligand is this? It's a didentate ligand. Correct, no? If didentate ligand is there, already a prefix is used. Then you can't make use of the same prefix. You should use the another term. Yeah, correct. Tris has to be used. Correct. 3, no? Now here it's 3, no? See how many molecules are there? 3. 3 means it should be tris. Yeah, correct. Yes, Vaishnavi, tell me, unmute and answer. Tell the name of this compound.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, good afternoon, Vaishnavi. Yeah, tell the answer.
Tris, tris E, then inside the bracket ethane, 1 comma 2 diamine,
Yes.
cobalt, the 3 oxidation state is 3 and sulfate.
Yes, very good. Correct. Correct answer, no? Students, others, have you got the same answer, what she said just now? Yes, correct. Okay, good. So the name here, see, because it is a didentate ligand, so you can't use the same kind of prefix. You should use a new term, that is tris, because it's 3 now here. So tris. And then ethane 1, 2 diamine. And then going for the metal, that is cobalt. So cobalt we are having. Then you have to calculate the oxidation state. Okay. So here oxidation state will be 3 itself. Okay. 3 is the oxidation state. If you want, do you want to know how the oxidation state is 3? Did everyone understand how to, like here, because here 2 molecules are there. So some will find it little difficult to calculate the oxidation state. If you want, I will tell you. See now how to calculate the oxidation state for this. You can see here 2 is written in the bracket. See the whole bracket, you can see here this part, no? This whole bracket has 2 here. Okay, so that means you will write 2 into cobalt. Getting my point? 2 into cobalt. Plus, now I have here 3 into 2. So that means 6. 6 this En molecule. But En molecule anyways, it's a neutral molecule. So you know the charge on them is 0. So on the whole, I can write 0 itself, no? Correct? Are you all there with me? So this will be 0. Okay. So this whole thing became 0. Plus, now let me go for the next one. Sulfate. Sulfate charge is how much? Sulfate charge is 2. Correct? So 2 into 3. Minus 2 it is. Okay, so minus 2 into 3 will be minus 6. I'll write minus 6 here. And whole salt will be carrying 0 charge. So is equal to 0. So you got now, so 2 into cobalt plus 6. So cobalt will be plus 3. Understood how it is plus 3? Because the whole bracket has twice. So there little confusion can happen. Most of the time we got complexes with only 1, no? Now this is with 2. So, okay. So that's the reason I calculated here so that you know how to do in case if you come across such compound. Yeah, so it is 3. Then after that coming to the outside ion, that is sulfate. So you will write sulfate. Let me give you 2 more example. Okay, we will discuss few more example. I believe that was over. So I've changed now. 7th one. Take down the CO, Cl2, En, twice, Cl. Yeah, work this out now. So you work out the 7th one. Meanwhile, I'll be just writing down this question. You focus on the 7th one first. Then come to this. There are 2 ligands. One is Cl and the other one is En. Yeah, you can type in the box or you can just raise your hand so that I can pick you. The one who has finished. See, there are two ligands. I'll repeat once again. One is Cl and the other one is En. So you see, according to alphabetical order, which comes first? Which comes first according to alphabetical order? This is chlorido and then this one is ethane, no? Ethane 1, 2 diamine. So C comes first, no? And how many Cl are there? 2 are there. So what should be the name? Viona can tell me. Yes, Viona, tell me the answer.
Dichlorido, bis,
Yes.
ethane, 1,2-diamine, cobalt, oxidation number 3, chloride.
Wait 1 minute. Yeah, correct. But something you have missed. After dichlorido, what you're supposed to write?
Cobalt.
After dichlorido? After this chlorido, you said no, this one, this ligand. How many are there? 2 are there. So,
Dichlorido, bis, ethane.
yes, correct. Yeah, good. Yeah, so got the name. Others, are you getting the same name what she said? That was correct. Okay. So you have to see alphabetical order. C comes first. And there are two such molecules. So it will be dichlorido, and then you see here ethene 1, 2 diamine. There are two molecules of that type. Okay. So then you know already di is used here. So you should use another term that is bis. So it will be bis, then ethane 1, 2 diamine. Okay, ethane 1, 2 diamine. Then you need to calculate the oxidation state of cobalt. Okay, so that you can calculate. No, here chloride. This let me erase. Okay. Yeah, so here you can see chloride. I have two molecules, so it will be -2. Ethane neutral molecule, so 0, and this is -1. Okay, this everything will go that side, so it will be +3. So you can write cobalt and then 3. Okay. And last counter ion is Cl, that is chloride. So chloride. Followed? Understood everyone? I am repeatedly asking you. Did you follow how to name this? You shouldn't have a confusion. Yeah, okay, good. Then you make a note of this. Then come to the next one, 8th one. A few of you have got the answer. See, few of you have got the answer for this. See here, there are three ligands. If you see properly, NH3 is amine. Okay, amine, and there are two molecules of amine. And then you are having Cl, which is chlorido. After that, CH3NH2. Okay, CH3NH2. That is methylamine. This name I have given you already, methylamine. Okay, so there are three. So three ligands are there. You have to name now according to alphabetical order. So you know A will come first. And then you will have C. And then M. So yeah, give the name according to that. So what will be the name of this? Who will answer? Kuldeep can answer me. Register number 002. Kuldeep Singh. Unmute and answer.
Diamine chloroplatinum chloride.
Wait 1 minute. 3 ligands are there. 1 minute. 3 ligands are there, no? Diamine, then chlorido after that. This one, what about this one? NH2CH3.
Platinum.
Repeat once again. Full name you tell me once again.
Diamine chloro
Hmm.
methylamine
Yes.
platinum chloride.
Oxidation state of platinum?
2.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, correct. Okay, see whether others also have got the same answer. Correct what she said, okay? So here 2 amines are there. So it is diamine. Diamine. Then you are having Cl, that is chlorido. Okay, chlorido. And then since it is organic compound, you can put in the bracket. Okay, that's methylamine. So methylamine. And then coming to the metal. Okay, metal is platinum here. Pt, okay. Pt is platinum. So you write platinum. And then you write the oxidation state. Okay, you can calculate the oxidation state. See here, NH3 molecule, it's neutral, so 0. This chloride is -1. This is again 0. And this chloride is -1. So you can see here, -2 taken to the other side will give you +2. So platinum is 2 here. Okay, now I'm not doing that calculation like X is equal to something, because by seeing the molecule only you should be able to tell. So directly I told you 2 is the oxidation state. Okay, and then outside you can see here Cl, so chloride. Okay, followed? Yeah, I believe others also have finished writing. Yeah, we'll go for one more. See, one more kind which can be asked is this one. Okay, that is 9th one I'm taking. This type also could be asked. ONO Cl, and then here positive. Okay, where the positive complex is given, you don't find any outside ion given to you. Okay, directly your complex is given with positive charge. In that case, what will you do with the name? Okay, so see how the name will go. If you want, you can answer, or else I will give you the answer. Okay, so now see how the name will be. You can see here, this is ethane 1,2 diamine. Okay, 1,2 diamine. So E is the starting letter. ONO means which one? ONO, what will be the name, students? If it is ONO, O is the linkage. So, yeah, very good, correct. Nitrito, nitrito O. Yes, nitrito O. And then last one you are seeing that there is Cl, that is chlorido. Okay, now arrange according to alphabet. C comes first. Correct, no? C, and then we are having E, and then N. Okay, this will be first, this will be second, and this will be the third one. Okay, so your name will be chlorido, first one. So chlorido, followed by next ethane 1,2 diamine. See how many are there? There are 2 molecules. So that means you should have the other prefix, that is bis. Okay, so bis, then ethane 1,2 diamine. Okay, after that, see the next one. The next ligand, the last one, ligand is ONO. So nitrito O. So it's nitrito O. After that, you will go to the metal, that is cobalt. So you'll write cobalt, followed by the oxidation state. Okay, what will be the oxidation state of cobalt here? Yeah, 3 itself. Good, correct. So here En molecule, you can see, if you want, I will calculate this. Okay, X, cobalt is X, plus 2 into 0, because En is a neutral molecule, so 2 into 0, plus I'm going for next one. ONO carries -1 charge, okay, so it will be -1. And then again I have chloride, so that will be -1. is equal to whole charge is there on the complex. You can see here plus charge is there. So that means it is plus 1. Okay. It's not neutral salt. It is ion now. So is equal to plus 1. So X value will be how much? Plus 3. Got no? Plus 3. So here 3 I will write. Okay. Then after that, see, students, outside there is no ion. See, you don't find any negative ion present, but this whole complex carries a positive charge. So this whole complex is in the ion form. Okay, it is the ionic entity, cationic entity it is. So at the end, if you find a charged complex given to you, your name should end with ion, because the whole complex carries a positive charge. It's a cation, so we end the name with ion. You got the difference in this when you are naming this kind of complex. If you don't find any, okay, a negative entity present outside and your whole complex carries a positive charge, you will end the name with ion. Similarly, same thing goes with the negative ion also. Okay, if you find the whole complex is only negatively charged, the name should end with ion, which tells us that the whole complex is having some charge on them. Okay. Yeah, now your doubt is why chlorine is named first. Because alphabetical order. Which comes first according to alphabet? C comes first, no, alphabetically. Then E, no? A, B, C, D, E. So E will be second, no? And then I told you, you are not supposed to take the bis into consideration. You will take only the name of the ligand, not the prefix. If you don't put bracket for organic compound, it's not wrong, but just, okay, it is one of the rule which they take. It won't be wrong. It won't be considered wrong, but then it's better, no, if you put. Yes. Did you follow everything, whatever I said for cation? You have any doubt? Understood, no? Clearly, everyone? Shall we move on for the next? Cation, I suppose it's clear. Okay, if you want few more molecule, I will send you in the group. Okay, in case if you want to work out. Yeah, now we'll go for the next one. Now I'll directly go for the neutral complex. Okay, because naming the neutral complex is similar to how we named the cationic complex. So in the neutral complex, what do you find is the complex is carrying a zero charge. So you will not find any ion present outside. This side and that side of the square bracket, you don't find anything. Okay. So you don't find any ion present outside. So your naming goes according to how we name the cation. Similar way you have to name. Okay. So what we did in cationic complex, inside the complex you saw there is metal and then ligand. No. So we started naming first we wrote the name of the ligand. And if there are many ligand, we should name them according to alphabetical order. Okay, so it should be named according to alphabetical order. And then after this is done, we go for the name of the transition metal. Name of transition metal. And then at the end, we write the oxidation state. Okay, at the end, we write the oxidation state. And that should be written in the bracket in Roman number. So that's it here. Okay, because we have only the square bracket entity with us, which will have metal and the ligand. So our part gets over here. Okay, then you will not find anything outside. This is the thing. Okay, so it's similar to what we named for cationic complex. Actually here one thing is less. There we had negative ion, here there is nothing. Okay, so I'll directly take example. You can just write this down, put this in the box. Okay, copy this down first, then I will go with the example. Now your question is how to differentiate, no? cationic complex and neutral complex. How will you differentiate? If it is neutral complex, you don't find anything present outside. That's neutral complex. If it is cationic complex, you will find some negative ion towards your right side. Okay, one negative ion will be here towards your right side. Or you will see that the complex is carrying a positive charge. That's how we identify. Okay, and if it is anionic complex, how will you identify? First, you will find a metal over here. And then you will see that the coordination sphere is written next to it. Or this coordination sphere is carrying a minus charge. Okay. Yeah, now we'll directly go for example. Okay, we'll work out the example. NiCO4, this molecule I'm taking. See, now by seeing the molecule, you can understand. You don't find any charge on this. Okay, this whole complex is not carrying any charge. So that means it's a neutral complex. Now name according to this rule, what I said, no? Now what is CO here? It's not cobalt, okay? CO is a ligand. This is the metal, okay? Metal is towards your extreme left. Again, I'm repeating. Metal is always towards your extreme left. This is the ligand. That is carbonyl ligand. Good, correct. This is carbonyl ligand. Okay, capital C, capital O. When you are writing in your book, be very careful. Write like that only. Don't write in a hurry, capital C and small o. Okay, that is cobalt. This is carbonyl. Okay, now how many carbonyl are there? 4 are there. Correct, no? So what do you call for 4? What do you call for 4? Yeah, chalo, jaldi, you answer. Answer fast. 4 is tetra. Yeah, correct. Tetra. Yes. Good. So it should be tetra. Tetracarbonyl. Okay. Tetracarbonyl. Good. Then you will go for the metal. Metal over here is Ni. Ni is nickel. Okay. Ni is nickel. 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 Over. Now you need to write the oxidation state. Yeah. Now we need to find out the oxidation state for this particular metal. That is nickel. Okay. So nickel is X here. Plus carbonyl is a neutral molecule. Okay. In the list I have given you which are neutral molecule. So if you remember there, I had told you carbonyl is neutral. Neutral means there is no charge. So 4 into 0. And the whole complex is also not carrying any charge. So 0. So what is the oxidation state of nickel here? 0. Okay. So you should write inside the bracket 0. Understood? That's it. After that, nothing is there. Okay. It gets over here only. Naming the ligand, naming the metal and oxidation state. Understood, no? Yeah, copy this down now. Copy this down. I'll give you another example. Meanwhile, you can work out that. Okay, second one. Yeah, neutral complexes, 0 charge on them. The complex is carrying a 0 charge. So the name has fallen like that. So FeCO5. You can try naming this one. Piyush can give the answer for this. You will write the normal name, okay, for this metal here. You will not write the Latin name. See, some of you have given me the Latin name. Only give me the normal name of this compound. So here, yeah, ligand, 5 ligand. So that's pentacarbonyl, correct? 5, no? 5 are there. And same ligand I've taken. So it's easy to answer actually. So 5CO. So it is pentacarbonyl. After that, the metal which is over here is Fe. Fe is iron. Okay, so you'll write iron. Don't write the Latin name. Here I didn't mention about the Latin name. Okay, so pentacarbonyl ion, then oxidation state, because it's neutral ligand, so obviously the oxidation state will be 0. Yeah, good. The one who has answered, it's correct. Okay, majority have answered. Only, yeah, here, just keep in mind, the normal name of the metal has to be written. Unless I tell you it's a Latin name, till then you don't have to mention about that. Yeah, okay, now clear about these. Neutral molecule is actually easy to answer. Yeah, now I'll go for the next one. Okay, when you are writing the anionic, there you come across this. Shall I go for the next one now? Okay, neutral is clear, I suppose. Okay, now we'll go for these anionic complex, naming the anionic complex. Now see, in this, in anionic complex, your complex entity is carrying a minus charge, correct? So in anionic complex, your whole complex entity is carrying a minus charge. So if this is carrying minus charge, you will find something positive present this side. Okay, you will find some positive ion present on this side, okay, towards your left side, because always positive comes first followed by the negative ion, no? So if it is complex also, your whole coordination entity, if these are negatively charged, you will find some positive ion present towards your left side. Okay. So always, cation should be named first followed by the anion. So even here you are going to name it like that only. Okay. So here the order goes in this way. First you have to name, okay, you will write the name of the cation. Okay, this will be the simple cation. I'm writing simple cation because it's a normal name which you have to write, okay, which is present outside the complex. This you have to write first because they are positively charged. So you will write that name first. And after that, you have to give a space, okay. Here you have to give little space. Only in this anionic complex, okay, that is the IUPAC rule here, you have to give the space. After that, you will go to the coordination entity, this part, okay. You have to name this coordination entity. So inside this coordination entity, again, you will find a metal and then you will find many ligands. Okay, so if you are finding different kinds of ligand, again, that ligand should be named according to the alphabetical order. So once this part is over, okay, once you have finished naming the cation part, after that you give a space, then you go inside this entity, coordination entity, there you will find ligand and the metal. So you will start with the ligand first, then you will go to the metal, okay. So here immediately after this you will write name of the ligand, okay, and this you should remember, it should be in alphabetical order. This should be in alphabetical order. Yeah. Now after this is over, then you will get the metal part. See, now twice the metal is coming because outside whatever is present, that also will be the cations are usually metals itself, no? So again you will get another metal. So that time this central metal atom which is there, that one will have the Latin name, okay? So you are supposed to write the Latin name of the transition metal, okay? Latin name. Here the Latin name will come. Latin name of transition metal, followed by the oxidation state. Okay, once you write the metal part, then you will write the oxidation state. So after this, the next one is oxidation state. Okay, and that should be written in Roman number inside the bracket. Okay. So you copy this down first. Then we will work out the example. This you can put in the box. Okay, so remember the rules for anionic complex. First, you will write the cation, the simple cation which is present outside. Name that first. Give a space. And then come inside the coordination sphere where you will get ligand. Name them according to alphabetical order. Then write the Latin name because twice you are coming across the metal. So here Latin name so that we don't have a confusion. Latin name of that metal should be written, transition metal. Then followed by oxidation state. 。 . 。 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 .
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89,
Now next class, I will be working out the example for this. Okay, now you can just take down this part.